So first, tell me your name and what year you started working here.
My name is Donna Lay, and I started here October 7th, 1996, when I was just a youngster.
Tell me what your job was when you first started.
I first started as the receptionist, and then I became the nursing secretary, and then when we opened up the new building, I was a director of a household, and so what they called the household coordinator. And then I also worked in client services. I've been discharge planning, and I'm currently in social services, so I've worn many hats.
Okay. And you can just look at me, don't look at the camera.
Okay.
So tell me a few things that tell me what things were like when you first started.
When I first started, of course, you know, the building was very old looking, very institutionalized looking. Back in those days, residents could smoke in the lobby. And then later we progressed to having a built-in glassed room on C Wing, which was Pleasantville, where the residents who smoked would smoke in this enclosed glass room across from the nurses' station, so the nurses could watch them. And they would have smoking blankets, but the smoke would still permeate through, especially to the bathroom that was right next door.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me what campus looked like when you got
Well, the campus was obviously more wide open. You know, there were a lot of trees, a lot of open areas. Sproutlings had not been built or conceived, I don't think, at that time. The new healthcare center was not even started. You know, the apartments were there on campus, just kind of as they are now. And there was, you know, just the post office, everything else was the same. But I just remember a lot more open fields. You know, I had heard that in the past that all the grounds, a lot of the grounds prior to the home being built here was farmland that the orphans grew their own vegetables.
Tell me about the accommodations in the old building.
In the old building, if someone was lucky enough to have a larger room, typically they were set up for 4 people, and curtains would divide. Some of those rooms that held 4 people would have 2 people, but the only thing separating them was a very thin curtain. If they had a private room, there was very few. There was a couple on B Wing, I think, which is Butterfly Landing, C Wing, Pleasantville, and there may have been 1 or 2 on D Wing. But if they had a private room, it was about the size of the closets that we now have at Sam Swope. And they were very small, and they would share a bathroom. Sometimes some of them didn't even have a bathroom. They would have to go down the hallway to the bathroom. Or if they shared a bathroom, the wheelchairs wouldn't fit in there. One of the things I distinctly remember is that for showering, people would have to go down the hallways in front of everybody. Of course, they would have sheets wrapped around them, and you always knew someone was going in for a bath or a shower because they were being pushed down the hall to the bathing area, because the bathrooms did not have bathtubs or showers. There were specific shower areas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes.
So tell me about, you know, when we built this building, telling the residents that they were moving and how they reacted and what it was like.
Oh my God, they were so excited. I think it was such an exciting time for them because they knew they were getting a new place, a room of their own. You know, they had kind of watched from the sidelines. One of the things I remember is residents going outside with hard hats and doing photo shoots and getting involved in the process of the initial starting up. But I think a lot of them really couldn't believe it, that they were going to have such a beautiful room. They no longer had to kind of be paired up with somebody who liked it hot or cold. They could have their own temperature. their TV on or off. The size of the rooms were, you know, they thought they won the lottery. They were just so excited, and so were the families, and they just couldn't wait to get over here. It was just really an exciting time for them, and it really made my heart happy to know that I really was praying that most of them would make it over here. A few passed before they got to make it over here, but the ones that made it, it was just so beautiful. I mean, it was just the look on their faces was tremendous. And it's really a fond memory for me, and I just wish everyone could have made it, lived long enough to see the new building. Yeah.
So tell me, what's one thing that has not changed since you started?
Let's see. One thing that has not changed is I guess all the residents' personalities. We are a melting pot. Same with the staff. We are a melting pot of personalities and family, and the caring that still goes on here at the home, and even the other residents caring for each other, especially the long-term residents. They've always seemed to look out for each other. In addition, the staff, it's still like family. We spend a lot of our time here, probably as much or more than we spend at home with our own families. So that feeling of family is still here, yes.
Good. Is there anything else you want to share?
No, it's just been an honor to been at the Masonic Home. I've learned so much. I've learned a deep respect for our seniors in our community. I've grown so much that the lessons they've taught me and the love they've shown me, it will last me forever. And it's just been a very unique opportunity, and I feel like God put me here for a reason, and I like to share as much of my love with them, but they give me way more than I ever could have dreamed. Okay?